You'll soon be choosing your new uniform from a refreshed collection for the network. But before you order, we wanted to show you your new uniforms in detail to help you with your choice. We'll also be giving you some top tips on caring for your new uniform in our Always Read the Label section, and showing you how to look good with hair and makeup tips, as well as how to accessorise with your new scarf or tie. Hello and welcome. Now you will be choosing your brand new uniform from an exciting new collection. Now this DVD and brochure will help you make the right choices, as well as showcasing the new styles. We'll be giving you some top tips on how to look good, what suits your shape, how to accessorise and how to make the most of your clothes. To help us in the studio today, we have Gary James, who is the design director at DCC, who created this very exciting range. Now, tell me, what inspired you with this range?
Well, we visited you in Branch, and overwhelmingly people asked, could they see the uniform before they tried it on? That's difficult to get round logistically, so what we've undertaken to do is this DVD. This will help people in making their choice to suit their figure type and their personality.
OK, Gary, now can you talk us through what we expect to see from the new collection?
Overridingly, Jill, the new collection is contemporary. Contemporary in its feel, contemporary in its cut. So what you can see from the garments is that we have a number of choices of jackets to cover all figure types and all age types, and probably more importantly, all personality types.
So what's a good fit for the average staff member that's looking for, especially for a woman who's, you know, a little bit curvy?
When we design a range here, we have to be considerate of all sizes. When it comes to fit, let the garments skim you rather than cling to you.
Staff need to wear their outfits on a daily basis. What do you recommend for washing guidelines?
We have to inbuild into the fabrics durability, but at the same time we have to balance that with the aesthetic. For example, on the shirts and blouses, they all have an easy to iron finish. It's easy to care when you bring it out of the washing machine. Reduce the amount of dry clean garments, and there's more machine washable garments in the range, especially in the female range.
As well as looking good, we want you to feel good and comfortable. This is where the measurement comes into play. We wouldn't walk into a store and say I'm a size 12 and not try on a garment. You must measure yourself. Now, Gary, how do we do that to get an accurate reading?
Well, Jill, there's actually 4 key measurements that we like people to undertake. The first measurement, as Betsy's going to demonstrate, is around the fullest part of the bust. You should ideally take this measurement wearing close-fitting garments or underwear at home. The second measurement should be around your waist. Now, you try and find your natural waist by allowing the tape measure to sit where it wants to sit. The third key measurement is around the fullest part of your hips. Now, please don't cheat on this one and slide it up or down, but go right across the fullest part of your hips. And then finally, your inside leg measurement. And the inside leg measurement will determine what length of trouser or skirt will suit you best.
Right, how do men measure themselves and get it right?
Well, Jill, like women, there's 4 key measurements, but they differ slightly. The first critical measurement for men's wear is actually on the neck. Now, the tape measure should be placed around the neck and allowed to sit at the base of the neck. And this measurement's critical for determining your shirt size. Your next measurement is around the fullest part of your chest. Your next critical measurement is around the waist. And finally is the inside leg. And you should do this by allowing the tape measure to lie on the floor and then measure using the slider up to the inner part of your crotch.
Now, finding your perfect fit is essential. We all come in different shapes and sizes, but thankfully this new collection comes in all different sizes that suits all. Now, Gary, how do we find the perfect fit?
Well, first of all, Jill, it's about recognising what figure type you are. For example, if you're a petite, what Betsy's wearing is probably the ideal jacket for you. It has 3 buttons, it has a belted waist, and the shape will elongate your figure type irrespective of what size you are. Likewise, the skirt, which is a bias cut skirt, will cover most figure types, people who have larger hips or maybe is a pear-shaped figure. The length's important too on the skirt. It should roughly fall around your knee length, not too high or not too low, and this will give you that nicely elongated silhouette.
But what about if they're very tall?
It comes around in trousers more than anything. You should make it as long as possible where you're not tripping over the garments. And so if you are really tall, go for the unhemmed length.
Okay, Gary, now your top tips for the men.
Okay, Jill, the most significant change in the range for the menswear is in the trouser cut. Trousers should be long enough so that the heel of your shoe and the back of your trouser is in line. We have a 3-button jacket and a 2-button jacket. 2 buttons normally generally are seen as a more stylish, modern, younger look, but it depends on your personality type. Another sartorial tip would be to show a little bit of the shirt. This is always good because it makes the dark suit softer.
Okay, now you know which uniform suits you best. We'll show you exactly how to look after your uniform once you get it home. You'll be choosing 2 or 3 jackets and a number of different shirts, blouses, trousers or skirts. Rotating these garments is important as they need time to recover after each wear. If possible, don't put your jacket on the back of a chair as you may crush it, causing bruising to the fabric. All your garments will have detailed care instructions, so don't forget to read them before washing. Some of the range will include items that require dry cleaning, so make sure you don't put them in the washing machine by mistake. If you stain your machine washable uniform, don't panic. Simply treat with a stain remover treatment and cold water before placing it in the washing machine. If you stain your dry clean only garment, always point out the stain to the dry cleaners when you take it in to be cleaned. Now, projecting the right image at work is hugely important. Now, hair and makeup play a big part in this and should really be complementing your style, personality, and of course, your new uniform. Makeup at work should be kept to a minimum. Hair should be clean and tidy. Long hair is best tied back. Jewellery should be discreet. Shoes say a lot about a person. Choose an appropriate colour to match your uniform. For example, navy, black or grey. To complete the look, we have a scarf and a tie. This will add to the professional look. Now, Gary, how do you tie a tie correctly and use a scarf that looks effective?
Well, Jill, we're going to demonstrate 3 ways to tie the scarf. Firstly, fold the scarf in half lengthways. Place it around your neck and thread the ends through the loop for a softer, classical look. The second option is to wrap the scarf once around the neck and tie at the front or at the side. This looks good tucked inside a jacket neckline. Finally, for a more relaxed look, tie a loose knot lower down. The men have a choice of 2 ties in signature colours teamed with navy. The most common tie knot and the simplest is the so-called 4-in-hand. This technique produces a narrow knot that goes best with a classic collar. Alternatively, the Windsor knot, a half Windsor variant, gives a fatter knot which is more suitable for cutaway collars. We hope we've provided you with some useful tips in helping select your uniform.
Okay, well, thanks for that, Gary. Now, getting the right clothes can be incredibly difficult, but you know what? When you get it right, you can look amazing and feel incredible. Well, with your new uniform, we hope that you've made the best choices. Bye-bye.